Happy Tuesday, everyone. That's right, it's news time again. Also, according to these twin ads, it is apparently McDonald's Monopoly time again. Maybe that's how we're gonna win a toaster and kettle. I woke up with an Irish accent. Angie was baffled when her Aussie accent disappeared overnight. Born in Taiwan, but raised down under, my accent had always been Australian. What was going on? Panicking, I decided to phone my mate. It sounds like foreign accent syndrome. I've seen videos about it. It's very rare, but it can happen, he said. Is that real? Foreign accent syndrome is a medical condition in which patients develop speech patterns that are perceived as a foreign accent. Foreign accent syndrome usually results from a stroke, but it can also develop from head trauma, migraines, or developmental problems. The condition was first reported in 1907, and between 1941 and 2009, there were 62 recorded cases. But okay, so now my question is, can't she just fake an Australian accent the same way that I would fake an Irish accent? Or is part of the trauma that she can't do it? Well, there you go, that's life. That was a good one. All right, what are we winning today? Ooh, a rice cooker. We must be onto a new 3-week cycle. The new prizes are out. What? What happened to the toaster? Look at this. Man, this is the week of the downgrade. Last week we had Jesus in a bubble. Now we just got an angel. Ugh, plays the wind beneath my wings. All right, time for some brain waves. Keep your celery in a jar of water and it'll stay fresher for longer. Just remember to change the water every second day. I am sorry, but I do not have enough bandwidth in my life right now for that level of celery maintenance. Ever notice there aren't any naturally blue foods? Aren't blueberries a food? We may not realize it, but when we breathe, the majority of our air goes through one nostril at a time. It's called nasal cycling, and it switches sides every few hours. Is that real? The nasal cycle is the unconscious alternating partial congestion and decongestion of the nasal cavities in humans and other mammals. With high airflow on one side and low airflow on the other side, the olfactory sensor detects a greater range of smells. Again, always learning. A precious keepsake she will treasure forever. Wherever life takes you, you'll always be my granddaughter. Okay, listen, this might be extremely immature of me, but does that not look kind of like butts? Okay, next. I gave birth in a coma. I'd suffered 2 brain aneurysms that had caused a stroke. I'd had risky surgery to stem the brain bleed, and for 3 months I'd been in ICU in a coma. What's more, during that time, I'd given birth to my baby girl. Now that is a story. Good grief. Okay, fashion update. This week's trend, ravishing ruffles. Fun and flirty, these pieces are perfect for spring wardrobes. I think I might pass this time. Troy's passion. I'm proud to put my favorite faces on display. So here's Troy, who is a big tattoo fan. Here is his touching tribute to his late mother, which is slightly diluted in my opinion by his expansive tribute to the TV show Charmed. Delta Goodrum was tattooed on my calf. When I met Delta and showed her the finished tattoo, she smiled excitedly. I bet she did. Here's what we need. Lush locks, your most common hair dramas sorted. Tell me, take 5, what are we gonna do about this? The problem, dry brittle hair that's breaking. No. You're trying to grow out your pixie cut, but it looks thin and stringy rather than long and luscious. I don't think that's it. Crazy curls. Start by adding moisture in the shower, way ahead of you. That is where I go to add moisture to my whole body. And stop rubbing damp hair with a towel. That is very emphatic. Okay, I'll give it a try. All right, what are we winning? We are still winning this mysterious Mountaineers watch, and the Beyonce perfume, and the hideous quilt set. How well do you remember Kath and Kim? Reasonably well, but I am not nearly invested enough for a 20-question quiz. That's bigger than the census. Where are all the awful things I can buy? It is an unwritten rule of Take 5 magazine that we get 2 terrible full-page ads. Father's Day fun. Your old man will love spending quality time with you at these locations. For the last time, Take 5, I'm not allowed to go to locations. I'm stuck at home. That's why I'm reading this magazine in the first place. Do you think I would be doing this in my normal life? Here we go. There is one. Celebrate the infinite beauty of love. I do like the infinite beauty of love, I have to say. They look like you're supposed to celebrate the infinite beauty of love by wearing them with somebody else, like a three-legged race, but for your fingers. Our forever loved diamond stacking rings send a precious message of love that goes beyond space and time. Each band is individually engraved on the inside with part of the tender sentiment, I love you today, I love you tomorrow, and I love you always. And as a bonus, if you decide that you don't love them always, you can just chuck out that part of the ring and keep the other two. So flexible. Well, I wish there'd been something else terrible to buy, but I guess it's worth it to know about Macca's Monopoly. I mean, look at that barbecue I could win. That's bigger than my house.